Hello, welcome back to Enthusiast-Many. So today I'm going to talk about the tall microwave tower clones. Now I did a video about this like back in February or March of I didn't this is going to be a better version video. So this is the first tall microwave tower clone, and you can see in the images how there's white on beacons on the tower flashing. Now, I used Microsoft Paint to put the white there, the white dots there to depict the beacons flashing. And at the right is a night mode depiction. So that's what it looks like at night. I've seen it at night. Yeah. Okay, so it's gray and it still has the old school dual FH360 LEDs. And I'm using this. This is the way I wrote stuff back in February about towers. Like, I used old school LED. Like, if I were writing this now, I would say FH360, or I would say the LED at the FH324 night mode. Yeah, because that's what it is. Okay, so it had two tiers of white strobes and incandescent beacons back in 2013, and that was the original beacon setup. So the LEDs at the 20 flash burn at night mode, the nice, good, slow one. And it has markers that do not work, which is why there's no markers in the night mode depiction. Now, they used to work before. I remember that, but that was a long time ago, and since then they stopped working. And I did film this tower on April 30, 2025, and I'll show you a video of that. Okay, it has small candelabra antennas on top. If you zoom in, you can just barely see them. The beacon also looks like a strobe light itself. Like, I can show you the video. It looks like a strobe light itself, even though it's an LED. It's just so weird. Okay, the microwave dishes are not original. Like, none of these microwave dishes are original. Back then, when it had strobes and incandescents, it used to be just a candelabra. There used to be no microwave dishes. I can show you that. And it's unknown when tower was built. Probably maybe it could have been built in the 70s or 80s. I don't know. And the strobes and incandescents were, of course, the original beacon setup, which is most likely what the tower got when it was built. Unless if it just shined white and it shined white and red, which would be kind of weird. But this is what it used to look like, by the way. There it is. It just went by an old street view. Yeah. So this, yep. I'm going to show you the video. Now, the only time I've ever filmed this was April 30. So here's the video. I'll play it now. Here we got the first microwave tower clone. It's in Granger, Indiana. The tall microwave tower clone. As you can see, the top beacon only works for night mode, and the bottom beacons work for both night and day. So the top beacon there, it only works for night. The top beacon looks kind of big for an LED. It looks more like a strobe light, but there is an LED up there. And this has. So the top beacon, yes, it look at how big it is. Compare that to the medium tier. Here, look at how tiny they are. This is so weird. What kind of, like, back in 2021 when I saw this tower before, I didn't think much of it, because I thought that some tower beacons were supposed to look like that. So dual LEDs, and it has markers, but they don't work for night mode. And the night mode is. This is the only time I've ever filmed this tower, April 30, 2025. The night mode is complete except for the markers. The top beacon doesn't work for day mode, just for night. And I did make a video talking about this back in February or March. I forgot when. I think it was March, yeah. So there's the LEDs flashing. You can see. And you can see the top one only works for night mode now. The reason why the top one only works for night mode is because it's defective. Yeah. There's one time when the top one only works for night mode because it's defective. It's supposed to flash white at top, and I was expecting it to, but it wasn't, sadly. but it is kind of cool to see it kind of malfunction sometimes. I know my uh, subscriber on YouTube, Landon, the top. He animated the top beacon not flashing and the middle tier flashing. Yeah, the middle beacon or the bottom beacon flashing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, yeah. Landon, the Google Maps guy. Please check out his channel if you're interested. Okay, so yeah, this tower is pretty cool because it's a tall microwave tower. It's got the candelabra-ish antenna on top, and that big beacon is pretty cool too. Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm going to show you the second tall microwave tower clone. I also filmed that, and I also filmed that only on April 30, 2025. Okay, so I'm going to show you the second tall microwave tower clone. This is the one. It has the same types of LEDs that the first tall microwave tower clone has, but the first tall microwave tower clone has flash technology LEDs. I think the second one has dial lights, I'm not sure. And also, it doesn't look as cool as the first one because the second tall microwave tower clone doesn't have any candelabra antennas, and it doesn't have as much microwave dishes either. It does have working markers though at night, which is cool, and I plan to film it at night sometime. And there's also a tower next to it with the white-only beacons, so I'm going to show you that. But it's not a microwave tower clone, but it's just a bonus because it's next to this tower. So this tower is the second tall microwave tower clone. It's red and white, unlike the first one, which is gray. It has 2 tiers of dual dialight LEDs, and if I was writing this now, I wouldn't use old school. I would say dialight LEDs with the FH324 night mode. It's more significant. Like it tells more about the beacon. So you know more about the beacon. It's night mode. Like saying old school LEDs, you don't know what kind of night mode they could have. Like I know that the old school LEDs have the FH324 night mode, but a new tower enthusiast might not know. So okay, well, this used to have 2 tiers of FH308 white blue strobes. Now they shine blue if they're on their own night mode, and red 300mm incandescent beacons. So the FH308s, they shine white at day. They shine white during the daytime, and the 300mm, since 300mm only shine red, they shine red at night, while the strobes shine white at day. So instead of having like a dual strobe where you have one strobe light flashing, or flashes, the same beacon flashes white and red, or an FH306 where the same beacon flashes white and red, you have 2 separate beacons. One shines white at day, the other one shines red at night. Yep. And so that's the original beacon setup, which they put on it when it was built. Though it could have had different strobes and different 300mm back then. It could have had like a KG225 and KG114. And yeah, it has one antenna on top, no candelabra. I'm not even sure if that's an antenna or a lightning rod. The microwave dishes, they're not original because the tower used to be a cell tower when it had strobes and incandescents. And by the way, even when it was still a cell tower, it had LEDs. Like, the first time I saw it in 2019, I guess early 2019, it was still a cell tower. I had no idea. I had no idea what the tower looked like because it was at night when I saw it. And I didn't know whether the tower had dual strobes or if it had LEDs, because these LEDs, these quote-unquote old-school LEDs, they're old LEDs. They have the same night mode as the FH324, so I didn't know whether they were FH324 or not, because I didn't see the tower at day. So, yeah. And, so, the only time I've ever filmed this was on April 30, and I might film it on night sometime. And here's a night mode depiction at the right. So, the used to be a cell tower. It's located in Bristol, Indiana. It's several miles east of the first one, this one. Yeah, it's on the same highway, the toll road. And it's, the building times, I don't know, it could have been built in like the 80s or something, I don't know. I have no idea when it was built. And the websites that say about tower building dates are not entirely accurate, so I don't know. Okay, this tower is the one that has the white-only beacon, is next to this one. So yeah, it used to have a KG225 and KG114, but now has an FH308, just an FH308. And yes, this tower is a microwave tower, but it's not a tall microwave tower like this one, so it's not a clone. This is just a bonus because it's next to it. And when I first saw these towers at night, I saw this tower, I thought it had 2 tiers of FH324s, like, At that time, I didn't know the strobes are called FHD-24s. I just called them the dual beacons with the white beacon underneath and the red beacon up top. I knew how they worked. Like, there's a red beacon up top that flashed at night. Like there was a red part of the beacon that would flash at night and a white part of the beacon that would flash at day. And so, yeah, that this had that type of beacon, the FHD-24, which at the time I called them the dual beacon that flashed white at day very fast and bright, and at night it flashed red, sort of dimmish, and it's slow too. So, but these LEDs they're not that bright. They're more dim. They're dimmer LEDs. And this tower has, I thought it had a white only LED when I first saw it at night, but at daytime in like late 2020 and in winter time I saw it had a strobe light flashing on top. So yeah. Yep, so this tower, the only times I ever actually filmed these towers was on April 30. Also, there's a water tower down there, by the way. I forgot whether I filmed that on April 30. This is from the street view, by the way. So on April 30th, 2025, I filmed these towers, the first tall microwave tower clone, and a whole lot of other towers, yeah. And, yeah, so I'll show you the other tower clones. But first, I want to show you a video from April 30, 2025, where I filmed the towers. The video was recorded on April 30th, 2025, and I filmed the second tall microwave tower clone, and this lattice tower that was next to it. So here's the video. So here's the tower. There it is. The LED night mode. The LEDs were on night mode because of a storm, and they were on their dim night mode, so you couldn't see them flashing white. So there it is, yeah. Oh, and there, by the way, there's the other tower. It has old markers from its original strobe and 300mm setup. Oh, I actually filmed the silver water tower, by the way. And yes, there it is. There's this dual LEDs. They're on night mode, but you cannot see them flashing red. They're on night mode because of the storm. Just that, yeah. And you can see the FH308 on the little lattice tower, yeah. So there it is. It's so cool, yeah. There's more towers that are part of this area. This is part of the Bristol Tower Farm. There's another tower that's behind this tower, this lattice tower that's like back there. It has an FH324. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a candelabra-ish tower just like the other ones. Well, the microwave tower clone is not a candelabra, because the first tall microwave tower clone is a candelabra, but not this one. The little radio tower has a candelabra-ish antenna on top. So you cannot see a tower at the FH324 because it's being blocked by those trees. Yeah. You can see that. You can see the tall microwave tower clone. There it is. Yep, pretty cool tower. Yeah, this video is from April 30th, 2025. So, yep, that's the only time I ever filmed the tower. I wish I filmed the tower before, though. But when I saw it at night, that was before I was into filming towers. Okay, I'll show you the other tower clones. Okay. Now, we got the third tall microwave tower clone. I actually did film this on July 30th, 2024. And I filmed this on the way to Pennsylvania. Now, so this tower is a microwave tower clone. Yeah, so it's got two tiers of FTS 360 LEDs, and probably used to have the dual strobes, the strobe and incandescent beacon setup. And it has the 20 flash per minute good slow night mode, and it's unknown if the markers work or not. It's unknown if the microwave dishes are original. They probably were not, though. And it does not have a candelabra antenna set on top. It's located on the 2-lane expressway, Highway 20 in Angola, Indiana. The building time is unknown. So yeah, this is one of the ones I less know about. I don't know about it as much. Like, I've seen it back in 2022 and going to Pennsylvania and stuff, so I do have a video of it, but I lost the video. Well, I do have the video somewhere. I might upload it sometime. Okay, here's the 4th and 5th tall microwave tower clones. Now, by the way, these are former microwave tower clones. Now, you can see that this one has microwave dishes on top, but they were removed like last year. This one had microwave dishes a long time ago, but they were all removed. Okay, so the one at the left has either FH307s or FH360s, and whatever it has is original. And I don't know what those are. Those are either FH307s or FH360s. Now, I filmed this on August 13, 2025, so I'll show you a video of these towers. And the gray tower is a former clone and has 2 tiers of FH324 dual strobes. The one to the right. Well, it's not actually gray. I found out it's not actually gray. Like, I looked at it from a distance. I thought it was gray at first because the sunlight was having effects on it. And it's not gray. It's not gray. It's red and white, just like the one on the left. It just doesn't look red and white to here. I'll show you in the video. It's red and white. Okay, so the gray tower had FH308s and KG114s, which is strobe and incandescent beacon setup. Strobes for day, incandescents for night. Yeah. Both have markers, and both are former clones. Both lost microwave dishes, although in this picture you cannot see it. You still see the microwave dishes because it didn't lose them until like 2024. And I filmed these towers, and by the time I filmed it, the one on the left did not have its microwave dishes anymore. And both plus a nearby cell tower with a dual LED FTS360 maybe, or dialight LED, I don't know, located near a US 31 freeway in the suburbs of Plymouth, Indiana. And yeah, so I'm kind of a highway enthusiast, so that's why I said US 31 freeway. The tower with the red LEDs were FH307s, built in early 2000s. The other tower's building date is not known. The other tower could actually be older, I think. Yeah, so that's why I used to have FH308s and KG114s. It was probably built in the 90s, other one. And there's a night mode depiction all the way to the right. And all the tower clones, they have their night mode depictions. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you some footage of these. And, yeah. Yeah, so it's the Plymouth Tower Farm. That's what I called it. And, yeah, it is. I forgot to use my nickname. I forgot to use my tower nicknames there. I don't know if I was interested in using them at the time. So I called them the Plymouth Indiana Tower Farm. I don't remember even saying in the video that they were clones. I just forgot to use the nickname, tower nickname, yeah. So there they are, right up there. They look familiar to some other towers I've seen before. Yeah, they look very familiar. There's 2 red and white towers and some other towers behind them. There's the cell tower behind the 2 red and white towers. It has a dual LED, as you can see. Pretty cool. The cell tower turns out to be red and white as well. I always thought that was gray. And yes, you can see the tower I thought was gray before is actually red and white. Look, it has an FH324 up top. See that? And it had a microwave dish on the top before. There's another FH324. Yeah, they're both red and white. So cool. Very, very cool. And there's the other tower to the left, which has either FH307s or red-only LED beacons. And there's another part of the Plymouth Tower Farm. It's just that monopole, yeah. And the monopole and the other cell tower, they're not microwave tower clones. They're just part of this tower farm. That's why they're in this video. Okay, so here's the 6th tall microwave tower clone. This one is in Chesterton, Indiana. Okay, so the 6th tall microwave tower clone. It's red and white, has dual dialight fading old LED beacons, It used to have FH308 white, blue strobes and red 300mm incandescent beacons. Now they're modern 300mm, as you can see right there. And I used Microsoft Paint to put white dots on the strobe. The strobes are located above the 300mm, by the way. I put white dots there just to simulate them flashing and stuff. Yeah, and I also did that with the LEDs too. And so, this tower, I didn't even know it existed. Like, I didn't even remember it. Like, okay, so, oh, by the way, the FH308 white blue strobes and the red 300mm incandescents, so it had them before early 2019. Now, these were the original beacon. This was the original beacon setup, I guess, that was put on the tower. It could have had KG225 and KG114s as the original, but I don't know. So it has the good 20 FPM night mode. There's no candelabra antennas, although there is one candelabra antenna right there, but it's not on the top of the tower, so it's not considered the tower's not a candelabra. So the tower used to be a cell tower before, and I think that was before like 2017 or something. I don't know. Or yeah, and I did actually see, and there's cell towers back there. One of them has an FH224, and the other one has an FH308, I think. And yeah, so this tower, by the way, is I didn't even know it existed. There's another tower next to it. I thought that was the only one that existed back in 2019, because this tower, apparently its beacon setup had died. The strobe and incandescent beacon setup, it died in 2019. That's why I got LEDs in 2019. And in 2019, that's why I never noticed this tower, because it was getting dark. But this tower's beacon setup was dead completely, and I think so. Yeah, so probably what happened was, at one time both the strobes and the incandescent beacons were working. Both of them. The strobes would flash white at day, the incandescents would flash red at night, and then maybe the incandescents died, the strobes went into backup night mode, and then the strobes died. So first it shined white and red, then it shined white only, maybe, and then it didn't shine it at all. And yeah, so the tower is located in Chesterton, Indiana, north of the Tower of the Strobes and Incandescents in Valparaiso. I forgot why I wrote the Tower of the Strobes and Incandescents in Valparaiso. I'm not sure what that was for. I gotta look up a tower that has strobes and incandescents in Valparaiso. I forgot about that one. But anyway, the tower now has the dialight old school LEDs, and yeah. There it is, new beacon setup. And there's a night mode depiction right here, nude night mode and old night mode, yep. And, yeah, so this TV tower is next to the tall microwave tower clone tower. Like, this tower is in the middle. What's cool is that this tower is in the middle of a clover leaf ramp. The clover leaf ramp is on an interchange between two freeways. One of the freeways is called Highway 20, and the other one's called Highway 49, State Road 49 and US 20. So that's the interchange between that. So US 20 freeway and State Road 49 freeway, and there's a cloverleaf interchange between them. And in the middle, one of the ramps, this tower stands. And on the edge of that ramp, or a little past the edge of that ramp, this tower stands. So it's on the other side. This camera is from Street View, from that ramp that the tower is in the middle of. It's from one of the ramps, and if the camera were flipped around, you'd see this tower. Like, I did flip it around, so I got this footage of this tower. And yeah, so this tall microwave tower clone, by the way, I think it was built in like the 80s or something. But in 2019, I never noticed it. And back in 2015, I saw the other tower flashing white, or I don't know. Back in 2019, I remember this tower's flashing white, and the reason why was because the red beacons on this tower, like, this tower has high intensity strobes for day and has red beacons for night. The red beacons are FH309 halogen strobe lights. Red strobes are halogen powered red strobes. Like, most strobe lights are xenon powered, but you also have halogen strobes. So there's not just xenon strobes, there's halogen strobes too. Okay, the FH209 halogen strobes serve for the red night mode. And yeah, so there was one point when the FH309s were not working, so the box strobes went their own night mode, and so this thing only flashed white. But in 2021, I saw this tower flashing red, and it had a fading night mode too, so I know this tower, okay, this tower has box strobes and maybe incandescent beacons, yeah. And I also saw, and for the first time ever, I saw this tower at night. I saw it flashing red. I saw this tall microwave tower clone flashing red, and I thought it had FH324s at the time. Yeah, so I was like, oh wow. Like I remember I was going to Chicago, and it was very early in the morning. That's why I saw it at night, and I saw this tower flashing red. And I was like, oh wow, it's so cool. Like first on Highway 94 or Highway 20, whatever that's called, I saw this Chesterton patrol tower. It had 2 tiers of ITL beacons. It was so cool seeing it. There were lots of towers with 2 tiers of ITL beacons there. It was so cool, and they were all along the highway. But then after a while, I saw this tower. I was like, oh wow, it's so cool seeing it at night, fading and stuff. But then I saw this tower right next to it, and I was like, oh wow, there's a tower with the 2 tiers of dual strobes. That's what I thought back then. And but then in 2023, I saw these towers on day mode, and I actually knew that this tower was the right tower that I saw in 2019 that was flashing white only, because of how it was in backup night mode and stuff. I knew it was the right tower because it was in the right location, right highway, yep. And it had the right beacon order. The beacon order was correct, yep. And I could see the outline of the tower slightly because of the light from the city lights or something. And but this tower, I couldn't see any outline. I had no idea it was even a microwave tower. And in October of 2021, I again saw this tower on night mode, and other towers on night mode too. But I had no idea that this tower is a microwave tower because from a distance it looks like a cell tower. But later on, in 2023, I saw this tower at day, and this tower at day when I was going down the highway again and got off at Highway 49, and I saw this towers on day mode. It was like, oh, those are LEDs, not strobe lights. I always thought they were strobe lights, and so I thought, oh, maybe they most likely had strobe lights, and I believe that I did believe that the tower had dual strobes at one time before, but then back in 2024, early 2024, I looked at Street View, and I saw that they had strobes and incandescents back then, and they always had strobes and incandescents up until 2019. And yep, so this tower has FTB 205s or FH 205s and FH 309s. Yep. So you probably used to have box strobes and old incandescents because FH 309s are new beacons. They didn't exist back in the 80s and 90s. Like FH 309s and FH 224s are newer beacons. Like, well, they're not new actually because they're from 2002 or something. So they're not actually new, but they're newer compared to other beacons, like high intensity strobes and old school incandescents. Here's the 7 tall microwave tower clone. It's in Angola, Indiana. It has FH306s that are original, unless it had white only strobes back then. The markers are known, though they probably work. It has good 20 flash per minute night mode, no candelabra antennas. It's unknown if microwave dishes are original. Tower building time unknown. It's located north of Angola, Indiana. And I saw this tower back in 2021 in December. Moving on to the next one, the 8 tall microwave tower clone. I saw this in 2022 when I was going to Pennsylvania in Toledo, Ohio. I filmed this tower too, but I think I lost the footage of it. So yeah, this tower is the 8 tall microwave tower. It's red and white. It has dual old LEDs. It used to have strobes and red only LEDs. Like, it had strobe lights for day mode and red LEDs for night mode, so it always shined white and red. The markers are unknown, but they probably work. It has the good 20 flash per minute night mode. The microwave dishes are probably not original. There's no candelabra antennas, and when the tower was built is not known. A tower is located in Toledo, Ohio, and it's near a fuel mart. I remember back back in 2022 stopping at the fuel mart and seeing the tower. Yeah, and here's the so the reason why this is the 10th tall microwave tower. There's actually a 9th tall microwave tower, and there is a 9th tall microwave tower, and but it's on Google Street View. I'll show it to you soon. But I'll show you the 10th tall microwave tower clone first. This one still has FH308s and KG114s, strobes for day mode, and incandescents for night mode. And by the way, I saw this tower in 2022, and when going to Pennsylvania, and I filmed it, and that was like at the end of July, I guess, or the beginning of August, and it has either slow 20 flash per minute or slow 30 flash per minute night mode. The incandescents, because the incandescents flash red at night, the strobes are white during daytime. And the microwave dishes, they're unknown if original, probably not. There's no candelabra antennas. It's located in the suburbs of Toledo. Building time is unknown, though it does look pretty new compared to the other tower clones. It looks fairly new, like the lines are very skimpy and stuff. So the the 9th tall microwave tower clone is located near the Bremen bypass. Yep, the Bremen bypass, that's what it is. Now, as a highway enthusiast, the Bremen bypass is a rare type of highway called the 2-lane freeway. Now, we know freeways is 4-lane. Well, some freeways are 2-lane, which is kind of rare and weird. It's also kind of cool, too. This is the Bremen bypass. It's a new section of US 6 that goes around Bremen. So, yeah. And it's a freeway, yeah. And yeah, and since it's a freeway, there's no passing right here. And it goes over that road and railroad down there. But here is the 9th tall microwave tower clone. There it is. I filmed that from a distance. I filmed it from US 31 because this highway connects to another freeway down there. There's another freeway down there, and this highway connects that freeway via an interchange, and that the other freeway is 4-lane, by the way. So it goes over this highway like as a dominating highway because it's a 4-lane freeway, but this is a 2-lane freeway, and the other highway goes over this highway, and because it goes over, you can actually see this tower all the way from that other highway back there. And yeah. So this is a 2-lane freeway and stuff. So I'll show you the tower from up close. There's a road somewhere down here I can find. I think it's right here. I think the road is right here. Yeah, there it is. As you can see, it has TWR E1 DBSLs. You cannot see them clearly here, but I can just move it a little. Look at that. They're so cool. Now, this tower used to have FH224s. It used to be red and white, and used to have FH224s back then. I know it had FH224s, but I've seen it from a distance. I can show you some footage of it with I could show you some street view of it with FH224s, maybe. So there it is. There's the old FH224s. Yes, it looks like it had FH224s. Like, they don't exactly look like TWR E1 DBSLs. Let's see. So yeah, this tower, it once had FH224s. I really think it once had FH224s. It probably didn't have TWR E1 DBSLs all its life. Yes, it probably once had FH224s, but they got replaced with TWR E1 DBSLs. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool tower. I'll show you some footage of it. Okay, so the 9th tall microwave tower clone is visible right here. And there's a few other towers there. There's like a cell tower with an LED beacon. And behind it is the other tall microwave tower clone, the white, The ninth tall microwave tower clone. There it is, right there. You see it has a lot of microwave dishes on it. I couldn't catch his TWR or E1DBSLs flashing though. And yeah, it's part of the La Paz Bremen Tower area. So as you can see, US 6 here is definitely a 2-lane freeway because there it is. Yep, it's the Bremen bypass. And you can see the tall microwave tower clone from all the way over here. And so I already showed you the 10th microwave tower clone before I showed you the 9th one. So here's a video that the Big LT put up. This is the Big LT's video. This one is what I call a 10th tall microwave tower clone. This tower has 2 tiers at 300 millimeters. I think they're modern. I forgot whether he said they were modern or not. Yep, there it is. It's pretty cool. Yep. 2 tiers of 300 millimeters. Yeah. There it is. Yep, so that's from the Big LT. One of my favorite tower enthusiasts. And yes, it is a modern 300 millimeter. You can see it's red. There's the bottom 300 millimeters. Yeah, there's 2 of them, and there's also those snow guard. There's snow guards up top. I think it looks like. So here's the 12th tall microwave tower clone, and the Big LT he calls it a microwave tower clone as well, or a microwave tower. And I guess it has 2 tier. I don't know. Oh no, those are not 300 millimeters. Those are dual LEDs. Did I see flash? Did it just flash? Yeah, it looked like. So yes, it probably had strobes in 300 millimeters at one time. Could have had KG225, KG114. Yeah. Pretty cool. Cool tower overall. Okay, so the 13th tall microwave tower clone is in Indianapolis, Indiana. By the way, that's the Indianapolis Tower Farm. I actually filmed it. You should please check out my video of it. You can see the candelabra and the other towers back there. And there's another TV tower. There's a cell tower down there too, I guess. I think that's a monopole. But there is a tall microwave tower clone here somewhere. There it is. It has an LED. It's dual. It's the first one to have 1 tier. I forgot whether the one in Toledo had 1 tier. The other one, not the one that I filmed, and not the one that I filmed, but the one that's near the fuel mart that I mentioned earlier. Not the gray one, but the one that's red and white, and it had the. Yeah, I forgot whether it has 1 or 2 tiers of beacons. But here it is. This one has 1 tier. So there it is. It's rather tall. So yeah, it's on this list. That's why. So remember the second tall microwave tower clone? Now it's in Bristol. It's in Bristol, Indiana, and it's right here. It's part of the Bristol Tower area. Well, there's a 14th tall microwave tower clone also in the Bristol area. So here's the 14th tall microwave tower clone. It's older than the second tall microwave tower clone, though. It's in Bristol, Indiana, the same place where the second tall microwave tower clone is. And the second tall microwave tower clone is just up there. I forgot to mention this one. I should have put this one earlier on the list. I should have put this one like as a 3rd microwave tower clone or something. Which the 3rd microwave tower clone became the one in Angola, Indiana. But this one is this one has 2 tiers of LEDs, dual. They're old LEDs, by the way, at the FH24 night mode, and it's got 2 tiers of markers. It has the same exact type of LEDs that the second tall microwave tower clone had. I didn't know this was a microwave tower clone. And oh, by the way, the LEDs are right below that cell antenna rack, so it's pretty cool. This tower used to have either strobes in 300 millimeters or FHD20. They're FHD24s, yeah. And yeah, it's very cool out. It's a candelabra and stuff. So, yep. So that's the last tall microwave tower clone I'll show you. So thanks for watching and bye.